What's up, guys and gals? It's Mizuna. Welcome back to another Let's Play. Today, we're playing Factorio. It's a good game. It's a great game, in fact. I love this game. One of my favorite games. You should totally come and see this game here on YouTube and right now, live on twitch.tv/Mizuna Games. Come see it with your eyeballs. You'll enjoy yourself, I promise. Come chat with me. Tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Maybe even a few of the things that I'm doing right. That's how the internet works, after all. Yeah, so we're playing Factorio. We've got resources set to low frequency, but very big patches and very rich patches. This is so that later in the game, I don't have to go and find a bunch, like, over and over and over again, resource patches, stumbling over my words a little bit, which can get tedious, basically, in the late game. So we're avoiding that by making everything a little bit richer and a little bit bigger, but low frequency so that we have to go farther to find it. Make sense? Makes sense. To offset this advantage, we have biters, the enemies, on very big, very rich, very dense, all the things. So the enemies are super dangerous, but we have a lot of resources to offset them. Make sense? Makes sense to me. Okay, so what we are going to do, this early game, basically I'll turn on Alt for you guys so you can see what's going on. This is a miner, if you don't know. It mines iron in this case, puts it into this stone furnace, which burns the iron into iron plate. Very cool. We want some stone as well, because we're going to want to set up quite a few more of these in the early game to kind of rush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do my thing over here on Twitch. Once again, that link is in the description if you want to come watch us live. And we'll be back when we've made a little bit of progress in the early game. So done and done. We've got our coal down here, right? Daisy chained. So this one mines coal, puts it into this one, which mines coal, etc., etc. And now we've got a ton of coal here for our use as we need it. Over here we've got stone, kind of similar thing. We just feed these coal, and then then they mine stone into this chest for us. Perfect. And then up here for copper and iron, we've got similar setups going on. We've got 4 miners into 4 furnaces, and all we have to do is feed them coal, and we get copper plates here and iron plates here. And then this guy needs some fuel. There you go. Alright, so the next step, I've already got it happening in my inventory, is to start the power production. So we're going to put our power production... I think going out this way and down this way would make the most sense. Yeah, alright. So that is going to go into a boiler. Oh, this doesn't make much sense at all, does it? No. No. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna go down this way then. Like this. Boiler like this. Steam engine like this. And then all this needs is some coal. And now this has power. And if we put a power pole here and here, I do believe, and then science packs in there, then we can start learning automation, research it. So this is now making energy. That energy is traveling across these poles into the science lab that I made in my inventory, into these, and it uses these science packs and time and energy to research things for us, and that is Factorio in a nutshell. That's how this game works, that's how it functions. So everything has its little noise. I like it. Alright, so now we need to... This'll need to be expanded quite quickly, but the first thing to be expanded is the smelting operation. Basically, we need these electric mining drills instead of these burner mining drills on iron and copper and coal pretty much as quickly as we possibly can. So we will do that. basically, the idea... Here, I'll make some of these. It'll take a minute, apparently. Yeah, the idea is to use these and some of these transport belts, and then take it into an array of smelters, which if you've watched this game before, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you will soon, right? And then you take fuel and ore into the smelters with inserters, put that product, the iron plate, copper plate, onto a different conveyor, and then use that in the rest of your factory. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with coal, and we're going to do just like 2 mining drills, maybe 3. I think 2 is enough for our purposes here today. Let's see. We want it like this, and like that. 11 to 14, that's fine. And then that'll run out like this and into a splitter. And then go over to our power production, which I just realized we're going to want to run the other direction instead of this way, so that we can feed this into the line easily. And into our smelting arrays up here as well. And then we'll want iron over here. And we probably want it to come from right here, but we'll leave those there for now. Let's see. That is about where I want that, so then this is where I want the next one. There we go. We're gonna go 6 of these here for now. And these will run up and out. We're gonna want more transport belts, a lot more transport belts. Just keep making them because we're gonna need them, as many as we can get. And then we're also gonna want some more electric mining drills for copper. We're gonna want a lot of these stone furnaces, but we can reuse some of these as well, so that's perfect. And then we're gonna need a ton of electric poles, so we're gonna need a lot of wood for that. So I'm gonna get some of this stuff set up off camera for you on YouTube, and I'll be right back. All right, so progress update for the YouTube. We've got coal and iron and copper going on. I've moved my power to over here in this area. Coal is down here. I've got 4 of these electric mining drills. They take electricity, thus the name electric mining drill. Drilling onto this line, this conveyor belt. Transport belt is what it's called. This line goes all the way up. It runs all the way up through the forest. You can actually stand on it to run a little faster. It splits here with a splitter, you can see. Takes half the output this way, half the output that way. And then part of it goes over here so that our burner, our boiler, has fuel so that we continue to make energy. It looks like we need more electricity, actually, so we can do that pretty easily. 1 boiler can support 2 steam engines, which is why we've laid out our electric lines like this. Where'd that go? Right here. Bam. Immediately, we have enough electricity for that, so that's perfect. The other half of the coal, as I was saying, goes up north, continues upwards. You can see we've got 4 miners on copper, 6 on iron. These all go in here into this interesting configuration, where iron and coal and copper and coal are put on one half of a yellow belt, and then split so that those both halves make a whole. It's split into 2 outputs and fed into these furnaces, which then take the coal and the copper out into the center onto this belt. And this is what we were talking about before. If you recall, before I took my last break, we were talking about this is the system, right? So eventually we want 24 of these. Right now we have 8 of each, so just triple this, and we've got a full half a belt of copper and iron smelting possible output at a time. So pretty good. Now we've got some lights to put in, so let's do that. I want to place them every other, except they need to go on the inside. like this. Same here. There we go. Now that's all light. And then same here, we can place this here. Every other power pole is plenty for brightness purposes. Oh, okay. That was a mess. There we go. Yeah, but now... Oh. There we go. And then go over here. Light this up. We're going to be moving this very shortly anyway. And we'll light this up, but we'll light this up on the other side too, since that's the edge of the factory. No, I don't like that. We'll just light it up on this side, it's fine. My brain almost died. Just looking at it. Okay. And this can turn a corner, go this way. And we can just put these here and here. And then our entire factory is lit during the nighttime. So, anyway, very intricate, this whole system already. It gets more intricate as time goes on. The next thing I'm going to do... I can throw this together on camera for you guys, actually. What we're going to do now is we're going to make a belt production line. So I want to make a belt. Like, I want to pump these out pretty quickly, right? So a belt takes half a second to make 2. They require iron gears, which takes half a second to make 1. So we want 3 assembling machines, because we want 2 for gears, 1 for belt to make it like symmetrical. I don't know what you would call that. And we're not going to put this here. What we're going to do is we're going to take this and hold on. How do I? Oop. Shift click, shift right click. Okay, we're going to clear this out, and we're going to take our blueprint here, and we are going to lay it out so that we know where our output is actually going to go. Alright, so this is where the output for the furnace stack is going to be right here, once it's a full furnace stack. This forest is going to be kind of in the way, which is unfortunate, but oh well. This is where we decided to build, so we're going to stick with it. We've got lots of wood to turn into power poles from all this, which is good. Now, the question is, how far up do we want to run our line? Does it clear out up here? Yeah, and eventually we're going to want these to be double stacks anyway, so I think I want to run the line all the way up here before I start building things. I'm not going to do that right now, though. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this and start our belt production. I will run it to the end of this stack, though. There we go. So then, what I can take, right? Splitter. Once it makes it. You can't see my crafting. You can see it behind my back here a little bit, but my crafting queue. We're going to split this output. Take half of it over here. And then what we want is assembling machines, 2 of them making gears out of this. Like this, and like, you know what we can do? We can do direct insert. Here, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Here. Inserters, here, 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 here. And then I wish this was a little bit better. Oh well. We'll just We'll just do it like this. There you go. And then we need to actually put these in place to get power up here. There you go, these are all on. Now these make gears. We can shift right click, shift left click to copy that. We need this to go over here. And then these will make belts, which take gears and iron plates. And now they'll make belts as quickly as they can get materials, basically. Pretty cool. And then what we can do is, I guess we'll just take an output over here, and then we can make belts for days. Limit this chest. This button limits how much the machines will make, and then that'll be this will be our little belt factory for now. And we can move this. This is super easy to construct and deconstruct. So this is actually making belts faster than an inserter can move them, which is great. What we could do is replace this with a fast inserter. I'm going to, because I'm going to need all of these. And then, now it's no longer making them faster than our inserter can take them. It's keeping up though. So there you go. Now we're making a ton of belt. It's awesome. It's a nice little factory. Alright, now, I'm going to do a similar thing. I'm going to put together a little bit of a factory for Science Packs 1 and get my, oh, excuse me, something in my eye. And get my, science automated a little bit. And I'll BRB you peeps on YouTube. Alright, we got this going on. We've got our science here, science setup. And like I said, I put this together off camera. So it looks very complicated, but it's actually quite, well, it is complicated, but it's straightforward once you wrap your head around it. So let's wrap our heads around it, shall we? Prepare for brain wrapping. Here it comes. Factorio science. This iron is split here so that half the output goes here, right? Half isn't important. All that really matters is that part of the output goes over here. That is fed into this machine, making iron gear wheels, which is then put onto this belt, which wraps around this way. Copper is diverted from over here, comes over here, through this underground belt, and merges onto this same line with those iron gear wheels. Assembling machine 1s make one Science Pack 1 every 5 units of time. They move at half speed, so this is actually 10 seconds. And those require iron gear wheels and copper. So then these inserters take the iron gear wheels and the copper plates off of the belt, put them into the assembling machines, then they get output onto these belts and merged into one here and fed into our science research labs. So, if we research turrets, then what you'll see is that these can hand science packs between themselves. So you can line them up like this, and you don't have to run a line all the way along them. Isn't that cool? Just a little bit of a cool little quality of life thing that the game devs decided to put in. So very, very neat. So that's Science Pack 1 and our planned smelting operation. We can actually run this all the way out right here on camera. That was fast. What else? We've got turrets now, so let's grab steel. That'll take a lot longer because it takes 50. Let's grab military, actually. That's important. Then we just need to make a bunch of inserters, which we will have automated at some point very shortly. Not yet, but soon. Nope, don't need the pipes. Get rid of the pipes. Get rid of the pipes. Okay. Alright. Yes. Maybe not in this episode, but in the next episode we will automate inserters as well. Let's run this belt. Let's run cables. Let's run lights. Inserters. Few more inserters. Literally 3. I can't... Every little thing you get automated in this game is just awesome. Either game designing or veterinarian, and I ain't doing no 10 more years of school. Yeah, fair enough, man. Talking to my Twitch chat, by the way. Sometimes I forget I'm recording. Alright, those are all lined up. Then we need to run these out here. And lights will be coming here in just a moment. So that's a full half stack of iron now. This is called a half stack because it fills half of a line, half of a yellow belt at full capacity. When there's steel furnaces, this will fill an entire yellow belt at full capacity though, so that's pretty cool. And then we can extend out our lighting here. Want to do every other one. Same here, every other. There you go. So that's our iron smelting done, and this is copper smelting done. Military's already finished. We can then do, yeah, let's grab steel, because that'll take a minute. Okay, so, I think that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for this very first episode of Factorio, with the people on Twitch and the people on YouTube. Once again, we're streaming all of these episodes live on twitch.tv/Mizuna Games. Come hang out, come say hi. It'll be cool to see you there. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Be there, or be circle.